Hi, everyone. I want to thank you so much for being here. My name is Kimberly McIntyre, and I am a nutrition and wellness coach. And on my platform, I like to talk about all the things that apply to health, not just the inside, but also what we're doing on the outside. I have a special guest. Her name is Adi Kaplan, and she is an esthetician. And the name of her business is Facial Healing. Adi, I want to thank you so much for being here. And if you would give us a little bit of background and how you got to where you are and why you're doing what you're doing.
So first of all, thank you so much for having me. I'm very excited to be here, very excited to spread the word, and thank you for helping me on that. Like you said, I'm an esthetician, but I went to school just so I can work on faces. I do nothing about what I learned, and I don't do extractions. I don't do, any face masks. I like people coming in and getting a bang for their buck. I work on their face for the total amount of time, either an hour, 75 minutes, 90 minutes. I work on their face. You can do masks at home, which, are probably cleaner than what they have in most aesthetic, salons. You can do red light at home. There are amazing masks that I use daily. You can do laser at home even today, but working on your face and relaxing and getting someone to work on you is you can't do that at home. I like to work on the face. I have my tools. Everything is holistic. I only use one type of product, which is an oil that I need for the slip and grip of the tools that I use at some point. Other than that, I've only been doing this for 3 years. I have a really extensive Instagram account where I show how to use the different tools that I use in my spa. But I'm actually an industrial engineer. I have a master's in industrial engineering, and I did a 180-degree switch, like I said, three and a half years ago,
Yes,
and
you
I
did.
love it.
I just want to show them something that you have, and this is new. Adi sent me her beautiful tool, and I want you to tell us all about this.
So this is a Gua Sha. It comes from ancient Chinese medicine. They use this tool actually to heal the body and the face, but mainly the body. If you go to China and you go to a hospital, you can go on the right side or whatever side is traditional Chinese medicine, and on the other side is the Western doctor's medicine that we know. But in the traditional Chinese medicine, this tool or similar, a Gua Sha, is used. And Gua Sha is mainly to release energy. Gua is to scrape, and the Sha is they're little grainy dots, red dots that come up on the body. We don't want that on the face, but they come up on the body to heal, to release the energy. But I wanted something a little bit extra. I wanted one tool that will incorporate a few different methods and a few different issues with one tool. And the fact that this tool is made out of rose quartz as well is also a benefit, because rose quartz is a healing crystal, and it actually works on healing the heart and relaxing. It's a really amazing tool that I use daily. You can use it once a week, every day. You can use it a few times a day. I have one next to my couch when I watch TV because I do it intuitively. I have one in my car because when I go and take my kids and I have to wait and I have a car line or whatever, I just put on, usually in the morning I do my routine, put on oil. This is a special oil that I make, which is made out of it's made for me. It's a proprietary blend of prickly pear, marula, and moringa oil. So very healing, very antioxidant, pro-aging oil. Prickly pear is the highest in vitamin E there is in nature, so it was very important for me to add this. I didn't want a synthetic vitamin E. And then I just glide the tool on the face or work on it or contour, lymphatic drainage, many, many things that we can do with this tool. And, I can show you in a little bit how to use the different parts of it.
I know I'm going to age, obviously, and I don't hate that. But what I don't want is that sag that comes in that can cause you to look angry or tired. And then people are asking you, are you okay? Or do you feel good? That is really what I am fighting is that type of issue, which I have learned, and you know this as well, that a lot of that is tied to stagnation. Just like you're talking about with the Chinese medicine, we're
Mhm.
learning because in my practice, I do visual assessments and I can tell what's going on in the body by evaluating the face. And I think that you do a lot of that as well. And so we know that as these things kind of come down, it can simply be tension, it can be lymphatic stagnation, or maybe something going on in the organs. So, what ways can this help with those types of things?
So I'll talk about a few things that you said. First of all, working from within, that's really important. That's a very important part. Not only nutrition, but for example, facial reflexology. What this tool is, I call it the magic wand. This is a tool that I use in every treatment, no matter what the client chooses to do or I choose for them. But this is a tool that you can use on your own. It's a facial reflexology tool. And what it does is our face is a map of the body. So there are different points on our face that correlate to different organs and body parts. For example, this whole area, if I work it, it's the back area. This here is the liver. They're all different parts. And of course, if there's hyperpigmentation or if there's anything going on in an area that correlates, for example, let's say I said this is the liver. If there's like a hyperpigmentation here, oh, I know. Okay, we have to work that. The liver might, again, I don't diagnose anything. I don't tell it to the client because I'm not a doctor. I'm not even a Chinese medicine doctor. So I don't, but I'll do that. I can mention to them if I see that they're interested and they're willing to hear what I have to say. But I work on it. I work on extra and I give them homework. I give the client a face map and I tell them, okay, this is what you have to work on now, to heal yourself. And what you said about lymphatic drainage is an amazing, amazing thing because lymphatic drainage, if there is stagnation and we open it up, that really does a lot of great work with sagging and or unsagging or whatever you want to call it. So a lot of people have double chin or they have puffy eyes, and that's not the double chin. 99% of the time is not fat. I mean, it does have if you're overweight, you will get that as well. But if you open it up, I have clients that send me pictures. It's amazing. They come in with really a sagging skin, a sagging chin, and then they leave and they have a snatched jawline, which is amazing. And this is within an hour. So really, it is to do with working on yourself. Now, working on yourself is really important because of a few things. A, you do homework or work on yourself in between the treatments because you come in for a treatment and that's amazing. You do see amazing results, but you want to maintain that, and you want then maintaining that in the holistic way or in the non-invasive way is really working with the Gua Sha, with facial cupping, with the brush that I have right up here. That is a lymphatic brush that I love, 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 and on my Instagram I show how to use it, and I use it a lot. Every morning I try to use it. Really gets the lymph flowing because my lymph is pretty open. Like my fascia is open. That's where the lymph flows. So my fascia is pretty open, so all I need to do is to help the lymph flow a little bit more. Working on ourselves also tells our subconscious mind that we're worth it, right? We take care of the kids, the dogs, the spouses, whatever, parents. We take care of everyone around, our employees or everyone around us. But if we don't take care of ourselves, and they say happy mom, happy family, even if you're not a mom, happy woman, happy everything around you, right? So
Amen.
yeah, so if you do take time to work on yourself, you're telling your subconscious mind, hey, I'm worth it. Hey, this time is for me. I tell my kids 5 minutes. All you need is really to work with the Gua Sha or any tool. 5 minutes can be enough. If you have more, fine. Like I said, I have this in front of my couch when I watch TV. I just do it intuitively. There are some tools that you have to work in front of a mirror, like a laser, like facial cupping. You have to work in front of a mirror. But with the Gua Sha, you can work anywhere, and as long as you have oil on your face. I have an alcohol pad next to my tool and just clean it, or you can wash it with soap and water if you're at home, and really have it readily available, and I just work on it whenever I have time.
So, friends, these are very inexpensive ways to treat the skin instead of going and getting alternatives that can possibly be putting toxins into our body.
Yeah.
Quick, easy, and honestly, the time that it would take for you to just get in your car and get somewhere, you're done. you're done.
Exactly.
So it's a time saver. It's a huge money saver and it feels good. We have meridians and we talk about reflexology on the feet. Everything ends, but it starts in the face and it's connected everywhere in between. So as you're opening up these channels, these things are healing and they're helping to create energy, circulation, get rid of toxicity, all of these things. They really do make a huge difference. And so, as a disclaimer, like you were saying, we're not doctors. We're seeing these things and we're sharing testimonials. So, we're sharing what we've seen in our own lives and what other people are showing us as well that these things are working. And so, I have my incredible before and after pictures where my face kind of lifted and I'm still on this journey seeing that even as I am aging, I'm still reversing some things.
Yep.
It took time for them to get there. And so it's going to take time for them to get undone. Will you take us through like a routine that you would do while you're just sitting there watching TV? What
Of
that would
course. Of course. So, like I said, you can do it just intuitively, just glide it on the face, and that's good enough. Anyone can Google like a face map of the lymph on the face, but basically, it's the lymph that flows like that, flows to the ear, and then down and behind the nose, all the way to the this triangle near the collarbone. So it's like a triangle that is made from the collarbone, the bottom of the base of the neck, and the shoulder. So this triangle is where all the lymph drains to. And that's our goal, to reduce puffiness. Yep.
okay.
And sagging actually is caused, well, it's caused by many reasons, but one big reason is because the lymph is stuck. So if it's stuck, it's heavy and it sags and it brings down everything else. So we really want to make sure that the lymph is cleared and open. And this is why I chose this tool the way that it is made, is because first of all, we have this that fits beautifully right here and on the SCM, which is this muscle that goes up the neck, and I'll show you in a minute how to use it, but it really hugs those areas. And then I have this, and this longer side is very thin and it works well, and it's like slanted, so it really sits on the face because we want the Gua Sha to be as flat as possible on the face, and this gives it a little extra touch to the face. So that's a really good thing. It also contours the areas that we want to contour a little bit better because it's a little thinner. And then I have this comb part, where the comb is good for working on specific wrinkles and fine lines, and I'll show you in a second, and also for the scalp. So the scalp is really important to work on, and I start off with the scalp, and we can do this actually together because you don't need oil for that. And you take the comb part, and then you just put your hair back and you zigzag it, and it feels so good already.
That does feel good.
And wherever you feel like it either gets stuck or a little hurts, like for me right here, the other areas aren't as bad, but for me right here, I'll stay on it a little bit more so it feels good. It helps with hair growth because it gets the blood flowing, and it helps release the scalp. So the scalp, if the scalp is tight, and this is when I learned Gua Sha for the whole body by a traditional Chinese medicine doctor. We worked on releasing the scalp and the muscle in the back, because everything, it goes from here to the back of the neck to the back, and if that is tight, then we get wrinkles and everything gets tightened up. So I start off by working, the whole area of the scalp. It's really good, and you can take, again, this you can do for 10 minutes in front of the TV. Again, it helps with hair growth, hair health, and it helps with releasing tension, and then the tension on the face gets released. So that's one thing.
Well, I gotta tell you, it also makes you happy because it feels so
Exactly.
good.
Well, exactly. It releases the happy hormones, the feel-good hormones, everything once you work on yourself. So
I
it
love
feels
it.
amazing. You can do the same on the back of your neck. You can do it on the shoulders. This part is really for massaging, like a little harder on areas that are not on the face. And again, if it's on the wrinkles, then I'll show you in a second how to use the comb part on the wrinkles. But when we work with the Gua Sha, other than the scalp, we do want to use it with oil. A good oil is better, a clean oil, because we want to make sure that anything that we put on our face, first of all, we need to have a clean face, of course. But when we put on oil and we use the Gua Sha, the oil, because we get the blood flowing, because we get everything working, the oil is going to penetrate a little bit deeper than with the, than just placing it on our face. When we use the Gua Sha, the blood circulation and everything is moving around. So the oil is good, like I said, is going to penetrate deeper, and we want a good, clean, very moisturizing oil to penetrate deeper. We don't want oil with a lot of chemicals and preservatives and all that. So that's an important part. So on a clean face, this is the oil that I would put on. I go and I place the oil, I apply it on the neck, going up. I always, when I place oil or any product, I go up the neck because I want to lift it. And then on the face, yeah, I don't want, gravity to bring it down. So I'll work with my hands to lift it, and then so I place the oil on all of my face. Perfect.
All that to go up too.
Yep, exactly. Out and up. And now the Gua Sha will help with all that. So like I said, there are two techniques that I use the Gua Sha with. One is lifting and opening, and the other is lymphatic drainage. So with the lifting and opening, really what I do is I take, and we want the Gua Sha to always be as flat as possible onto the skin. So not like this, but like this. And I work from the bottom. So I'm going to work from the neck, and really the neck is a strong muscle. We can definitely put some extra pressure here. It feels really good. I'll show, a bit. I won't show everything. I do have a workshop that I do, and I show Gua Sha from A to Z, really. And I teach, when to use it, how often, and how to clean it and all that. So I do have a workshop, and that'll be in January 9th, actually at 8 p.m. I'm going to do a workshop with, really, I'm going to teach you every little thing you need to know about Gua Sha. But for now, like I said, this other portion is really works on hugging some of our facial features. So one is this muscle, it's the SCM muscle, and this one I'll do perpendicular, so not flat, but really hugging the muscle and really going up slowly on the muscle. This is a muscle that is when you turn your face, it's a diagonal muscle from the end of the collarbone all the way up to the ear. So it's a diagonal, so it pops out when you turn your face if you can't feel it. And then the Gua Sha just glides on the muscle. And for example, right here, for me, it's really stuck and tight. So I'll play around with it a little bit. Now, don't be afraid. It might get red. You might even get the Sha, which are little red grainy dots, which is a good thing. It means it opens up any stuck energy, especially if it's really tight. Yep, exactly.
Bring it on.
So even if you get it on the face, it's okay. We don't do it purposely to do it on the face because, some people are, it doesn't look nice and I'm going to an event and blah, blah, blah. But it's okay if you get on the face too. If you have oil, it's rare that you would get it on the face. But here on the neck, because I work some extra time, sometimes I do get it here on the neck. And then
I feel
again,
crunchies.
yeah, work them out.
Go. They got
Work
to
them
go.
out. Yep, exactly. And that'll help lymph flow. And then I'll take this portion again and I'll put it right in on the jawline, and then I'll move it to the side, and again I'll glide it. And here you'll feel crunchies too. That's your muscle. Might be tight muscle too, but that it happens to everyone over there. All the way up to the ear. You want to do it slow, and again a little flatter to the skin. And here at the end, I'll wiggle because again, what we said was all the lymph from the middle of the face flows here. We want to wiggle, we want to open this up too. Another contouring move would be putting the tip of the Gua Sha right above your nostril and place it in a diagonal. And then you're going to do like a windshield wiper. So it's going to look like this. And then at the end, we're going to go like that. And I'll show you how it looks. I put it here, and then the cheekbone guides the Gua Sha. So like that. And then at the end, I do like a little windshield wiper, like a pivot. I didn't see you do it. Yep. Perfect. And it feels so good. And if you have TMJ, this is amazing. It really opens everything up. You can massage this area for the jaw muscles. It really feels good. Don't do too much. Again, if you do it a lot, you might get the Sha. But if doesn't it feel good?
It feels so,
And
I want to
then
go take a nap.
I know, I know. It'll definitely, if you do it at night, it's amazing. It'll really help you calm
Relax.
down. Again, the stone is a calming stone, a healing stone. So that together with you working on your face, it really relaxes and helps you sleep better. Now, another lifting move is just going from, I'm going to place my chin or my jawline on the Gua Sha and just go over and up. Again, this could be medium pressure. You don't want too much pressure, but medium pressure is definitely good. And I'll go along the jawline, lifting all the way up to the to this line from the lip to the ear, because I like to work in sections. So that's another move. You can do the same thing working up your way up. And then for the lymphatic drainage portion, this is really a different technique because you want to work as light as possible and you want as much of the surface of the Gua Sha to touch your face. So the lymph flows all the way up to here, we said. So we start from here because we want to make sure the lymph flows down, and then we go a step up and flows down because we want everything to flow down. But if something is stuck here, we need to open it up down here. So what I mean is we take the Gua Sha and we can start by making a few pumps here on the collarbone, very light pumps. So I'm putting the longer portion of the Gua Sha, placing it on the collarbone and just pumping it down a few times. Take a deep breath. For the lymph to flow, we need to make sure that we're not in a stress. I have 2 minutes, let me do it quickly. No, you have to be relaxed, take a deep breath, pump it, and then we can start working downwards. So I really hold the Gua Sha like that and just glide it downward and then take a step up. And you can even feel, and the Gua Sha is flat to the surface of the skin. Not the whole Gua Sha is touching the skin, but the part that is touching the skin is flat. So, yep. I would even hold it on the side. I hold it like this on the sides, and then it really, and then more of the surface of the Gua Sha is touching the surface of the skin. This way my fingers don't bother the touch with the Gua Sha. And really, really slowly, I go up a step each time. And then we can go on top of the ear and then all the way down. You can do it in portions. You can do it like just the neck, and then we can do the jawline out very, very light. You just want a very light touch. And when I do the jawline, this longer side is really touching my neck, and the jaw is kind of like sitting on the Gua Sha. Really feels good. Take a deep breath again. And you can do this for 2 minutes, you can do it for 10. It all depends on the time that you have, but just do it. Start with 2 minutes. Start with, with just lymphatic drainage and not the lift, then go to the lift. I mean, you can play around with it. The most important thing is to do something. Something, if you can something a day, that's amazing. Again, you can do it for 1 minute, just lift, just contour the cheeks, just, whatever. And then the last thing is with this comb part is really reducing the wrinkles. So if let's say you have the 11 line. So what you do is you take 2 fingers and you kind of spread out the skin, you unwrinkle the wrinkle, and then you zigzag. It's like you're erasing it. You take the comb part and you just erase and work on the 11 lines. Same thing on the forehead. On the forehead, you can open up and just zigzag it on a specific line, up and down, side to side. The most important thing is to do it different ways, up and down, side to side. Your face is going to get red, which is a good thing. It means the blood is flowing. It means nutrients are coming back into the skin. This is a really good thing when blood is flowing because it takes out toxins. with the help of the lymph. That's why we want lymphatic drainage, not just to depuff, but to take out any toxins from the face. The blood will bring in the nutrients, the good things that we need to help the skin. And this is working underneath the surface of the skin. So we all have all kinds of inflammations, hyperpigmentation, sagging, blockages. This tool really helps with all that, and it heals the skin. Not only makes it look pretty and lift, but it really helps healing the skin because of what I just said, because of the detoxing, because of bringing the nutrients and the blood cells, the white blood cells in to help remove any inflammations and help really heal the skin from within. So many things to do with this Gua Sha, and I can talk about this I flew to New York on a different Gua Sha, but I flew to New York for 3 full days to study on how to use the Gua Sha, how to do, other techniques as well. So much with this amazing little stone. And also for your viewers, I'm actually giving 20% off this stone and yeah, and all of my website. Actually, I have the oil there, I have other tools there, and my Instagram talks about everything, but I'm always open for questions. If you want to DM me on Instagram, my handle is @facialhealing. I love talking about anything holistic. So any questions, any pro-aging questions or life questions, whatever, if I can answer, but really about my tools, about my techniques, about how I got to what I do. That's things that I love, love, love talking about. And then the code you'll put down there, but the code is Kimberly. So when you check out, you'll have an area to put a code, and that'll automatically reduce 20% off of your whole order, first time you order from my website. So that's another little perk that I'm happy to give, because again, my goal is to spread the word about pro-aging holistic techniques. That's all I'm 48 and I have never done any injectables, and I'm not planning on doing any of them. And but I do want to look younger, better. Again, another cliche is every wrinkle we have, comes from a life, issue. I'm a
Experience.
mom of 3 kids. Experience, exactly. I'm a mom of 3 kids. I run around. I have a business that I run. But I want to look younger, but I want to do it healthy, in a healthy way, in a way that makes me feel good, and in a way that relaxes everything in my body. So
Yes.
heals my body from within, and not just, stopping it. And honestly, if you work with this, the more you work with it, the more persistent and consistent you are, the better your face will look, and you'll see results a lot faster.
Definitely. Well, and just so everybody knows, I'm fighting sun here. We have this big window and it just beams in, but I
I
keep
love
staying
it.
away from it.
It,
But I know I love the sun and what it does for me. First of all, you're a great representation of what you're saying because you look beautiful. Your
thank
skin
you.
is glowing, and if you have a wrinkle, I can't see it.
I do.
So great representation. Obviously, the things that you're doing are working, but what is going on here is telling us again what is going on in the body. And so if we're seeing that glow and we're seeing that lift, then it's a representation of health. And it's not the wrinkle. It's like we said, it's the sag, it's that downward turn, and it's those things that are actually representation of stagnation. And
Yep.
so these are ways to do it. But as I was using this tool, everything felt good. It just feels good and releasing. And so I'm going to put all of the information in the description below. And like she said, you get my code for 20% off. This would make a great Christmas gift. Christmas is right around the corner. What a wonderful stocking stuffer, because it's not an insult. It's not like, hey, you need to be anti-aging, so here's your tool. It's, I want you to feel good, and you get to take a moment out to celebrate yourself and all the busyness and to just relax. So I have an anxiety program. And one of the things that you have to do to get out of and overcome anxiety is learn to take moments to relax. So
Exactly.
this is something that would actually be a great companion
Mhm.
with that time when they're having to do deep breathing and release those channels. I'm loving this. Like this just was a light bulb that just went on my head.
Even when you breathe,
So
because of the healing stone, you can just put it like this and breathe and do nothing with it. And the healing stone, and in this particular location as well, it helps. You can do it here. It feels good. It's cooling. And it's also, it's not only for pro aging. I mean, my daughter, she's 16. She loves this. She uses this. I do workshops, face-to-face workshop with teenagers because they go on TikTok, they see, and they go like that. And I'm like, no, no, no,
you're
no.
doing
You
it
want
wrong.
to, right? So
Get good instruction with all your tools. You want to know how
exactly,
to use them properly.
exactly. So
So
yeah,
you guys can go on her Instagram. I encourage you to do that, and it is facial healing. She has a ton of tutorials and information to help. But like she said, she also has that class coming up, the workshop. Tell us a little bit more, like details of the workshop. It's January 9th. Is that
yes.
correct?
So
Okay.
it'll be January 9th, 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'm in Florida. And if you're in Florida, in South Florida, you're welcome to come and try a treatment as well, which is amazingly relaxing. What I will do is I'm going to teach Gua Sha. I call it Gua Sha from A to Z. How to start, we start in the neck and the shoulders because if our shoulders are up like this and tight, we need to relax in order for our face to relax, in order for ourselves to relax. And it feels so good. When I do, sometimes I do workshops in a salt cave, and that is amazing. And then as soon as the women, put this stone on their neck, they're like melting. So it really does show everything you need to know. I work on the full techniques, two of the lymphatic drainage and the lifting and opening techniques. I show them from like I said, from the back of the neck all the way up to the hairline and including the scalp. We work on every little bit. There's a recording that you get. You get some more perks when you sign up. So it really is an amazing way to learn the right way to use the Gua Sha, which unfortunately many people don't show it the right way.
How long does the workshop last?
The workshop is an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, the work itself is
Super
less than an
doable.
hour. It's probably half an hour because I show it really slowly and I do the whole technique, not just little bits and pieces like I showed today. So it's a full hour of me demonstrating, you working while after I demonstrate, I look at everyone on the Zoom to make sure that they're doing it correctly. It's really informative. A lot of information about the Gua Sha and the different parts of the Gua Sha and how to use it. And then of course the work that you get, to keep working on it and I'm always available for questions.
Where do they go to sign up for that?
I'll send you a link and then
Okay.
it could be
Put it
down
in
there
there.
below as well. I'll
Perfect.
send you a link
Okay.
to sign up for the workshop and
Perfect. I love that. Awesome, awesome way to learn how to use it properly so that you get
yes,
results. And then,
yes,
you know, I love mindless time to work on those things. If
yep,
you're sitting, like you said, if you're sitting there watching TV, listening to a podcast, watching one of my videos on YouTube, whatever you're doing, you
yeah,
can be using the Gua Sha and
mhm,
getting results. So that's
exactly.
awesome.
My Instagram has so many tutorials on the magic wand and how to heal different, even for anxiety, I just put one on vaginal dryness, so many things that we work on the face, breathing issues. So it's emotional and physical, back pain, hip pain. I have so many videos on that. I have a lot of videos. This is I just launched this Gua Sha. So I have videos with Gua Sha, but not this one yet. This one videos are in the making. I'm a one-man show just like you, so it's like working and videoing and editing and all that. So coming up very, very soon, but with this Gua Sha, all the different great moves that you can do with it. And I have facial cupping and I have a lot of lymphatic drainage and some other pro-aging tools that I actually use and am affiliated with that I love and I use them daily, like red light and laser. So everything is up on there, microcurrent, on my Instagram, 1 minute videos, and that's all you need. Just choose one, do it, and go on with your day or go to sleep, in the morning, night, whatever is good for you.
Okay. I have vowed to take a few moments after I take off my makeup at night to do these things because I am worth it. So
You are. You
you
are.
guys need to remember that you are worth a few minutes. It's not
Yeah.
selfish. It's actually doing everyone else justice because when you're happy, then you can pour that out. So what do they say? We cannot pour out of an empty vessel.
Mm-hmm.
So when we are full, and then we have the energy to be able to do for others, which is why we're here on this earth, is to do and care for others. And that way we can do it well because we want to
Exactly.
do our job well. Don't think of it as selfishness. It's selfless, wonderful care. So you
Exactly.
guys have our permission to do this. And
Yeah.
I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to share some of these amazing nuggets with us. And I just want to encourage you guys, get down there in the description, order yours 20% off. This is a very inexpensive tool for what you get from it. And especially with that 20% off, it's awesome. Plus, it's beautiful. I want to thank you guys for being here. And since we did talk a little bit about anxiety, I do want to tell you that I do have a wonderful 5-week anxiety program that you can get on my website, and it covers all areas of how to 100% shut down anxiety in your life and learn not just how to manage it, but to overcome it. And also, I want to tell you about my ebook because for $9.95, you can purchase my ebook. It's called 7-Day Reboot, and it's 7 days of healthy eating, healthy inside, healthy outside. So it pairs really well together. But it's only $9.95, and it's a great way for you to support me for about the price of a glorified latte, and it's doing good things for you as well. It comes with a grocery list and a lot of information on why I put it together the way that I put it together. So you can get your Gua Sha, you can get your ebook, and that's also a great Christmas gift as well. You can make it like a little bundle
Bundle.
or a birthday gift or anything else. So, guys, friends, thank you so much for being here. Leave us a comment below and share with us your journey. We are here to kind of help everyone. And so they read these comments, learn from us, learn from you, share some of the pluses, some of the things that you've seen that are working for you in this area of health. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, notification, share with anyone that you know would enjoy this content. And you guys have a great day.
Thank